start the fucking show.
We've got to be the dumbest team in America.
We got our totally kicked.
Crown.
Or
Wow. Technical difficulties all up the fucking ass, Lagoo and mother. It's like, hey, we gotta put on a fire reel for, Barstool. How are we gonna do this? Oh, I know. I'll just fuck up every single broadcast we have, and we'll start it from there. So, in 10 years, Denny, in 10 fucking years, we'll finally figure this shit out. We're on. We're on. Yeah. I'm Kevin A. Fox. I know, but it's like it's like I have erectile production syndrome. You know what I mean? It's like I want to produce something fantastic. It just always ends up limp dicked. It's just, uh, but hey, this time they can actually hear me. So I had some really good shit to say. I'm glad you have the actual audio side of things, so we can actually. Yeah, it just right, exactly. Yeah, yeah, do what you want. No, I was kidding. It's like this is gonna be a depressed episode of the Foul Balls. You look like let's see. How do I put this? You look like if Uncle Rico and yep, if Uncle Rico fucked the other nerdy kid that not Napoleon, the other one. Like if you had those two together and they had a baby, you'd be set. But are you gonna explain the mustache? I think we have some new viewers. I think the mustache needs to be a little explained. Oh, you know it. You know it. Oh, good. Is your wife enjoying the mustache rides? It's growing on you too, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's growing on you. I was gonna say that's all that matters. Are the people around you embracing the mustache? Mhm. You just, I'm just saying that's a truck stop dream right there. You know what I mean? That's a lounge. That's a what is it? A lounge lizard's fucking treat. Did the shorts I sent you? Did they arrive? So you think you're gonna be Dwight Howard in fucking Japan? Like, oh, so it's gonna feel more like Make-A-Wish. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, scary stuff, man. Scary stuff. All right, I'm excited. Whoa, 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 whoa! No, no, no. Mm-mm. Them is Denny? No, no, no. Yeah, rip roaring. I'm excited. So let's get into our. We already talked about your fuck, but let's get into off fuck in general. Um, I think my biggest off fuck has to be the University of Alabama. So March Madness is coming up, and I don't know if you heard about this, but Miller, their star shooting guard, apparently has some other shooting things going on as well. Somebody decided to borrow his gun and kill somebody, and yeah, ah, fuck, man. And they still played him. There's no criminal charges coming up against him yet. There's no anything, so Alabama knows they need this shot. They're ranked number 2 in the country. You gotta go for it, you know. You gotta go for the win. So, um, but let me kind of propose this to you, Denny. If I borrowed your car and mowed over 13 people, are you responsible for loaning me your car? I don't know. You know, it's not though. So here's the thing. Here's the reason it's not. Because you can kill somebody with anything, right? You just don't know the judge of character that you're going. Right? Exactly. Exactly. If I gave you your hands and you killed somebody, you know what I mean? I it it's a gray area to me that this kid should be responsible, but at the same time, I feel for the kid, man. And they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why does he have a gun in the first place? Have you not been to Alabama? I'm sorry, but if you ever been to Alabama, you need a gun. It's state law. I believe so too, and I not even a registered one. It's just, hey, we found this on the street. This is yours. Take it. Good luck. Mm-hmm. You know, and then you got a gun. So I don't blame the kid. It's just the biggest off luck story because if if it if it pushes far enough, it gets to a point where it's too extreme. The kid's not going to play, but I don't see that happening. But that's a scary thought. It's a terrifying thought for this poor kid. Because he's a really good basketball player, and Alabama is my pick to win the whole thing this year. So they're gonna fuck up my bracket. Don't do that. Don't fuck up my bracket. So mhm. Yeah, it's true. I haven't seen that off hook yet. Yeah. I don't. Hold on. I don't know if you've watched the XFL. You don't need to sell the playbook, dude. If you watched any of it, they mic up everybody. They mic up the coaches. They mic up the fans. They like. I know every play for every team because I watched 2 games. Like I don't understand. I would actually say the plays in flag football are more interesting. It's ugh, God. I don't know if have you watched any of it. The offense is the most boring shit I've ever. And they're like, we're gonna make it more exciting by having it kicked, so that they receive it and they're at the 35, so makes it easier. I haven't seen a single fucking run back because there's no athletes on the fucking field. The best thing I've seen is the defenses, and like there's no offensive players. Even like yeah, exactly. It's a complete offensive off fuck, and it's very offensive, like very offensive. And The Rock, I don't think you did your homework. I love you to death. You're good at fucking making movies and shit. You didn't do your fucking homework on the players that were gonna show up for 60,000 a year. Like they're not gonna go hard. They're not going to try to do something that's going to be unique. There's a reason that $1 million a year player is $1 million or a $40 million a year player is a $40 million a year player. They're going to give it everything. Um, oh fuck yeah, they are bombing that league so fucking fast. They don't realize it's a tryout for the NFL. It really is. But the USFL's there too, and they're like, why didn't we go here? But that's 16 teams, right? That's 16 teams that will get looked at by the NFL and have scouts and stuff like that. So if you've got to look at like, hey, I'm gonna get a paycheck later, I gotta prove I'm you know that guy. But yeah, but I do have to tell you this. So my wife, she went to Westlake, Texas, this last week for work, and she was staying at the Marriott. And the San Antonio Brahmas were staying there. Um, if you don't know the San Antonio Brahmas, they are coached by Hines Ward and Joey Porter, so two former Steelers. And so I have never yelled at my wife more in my entire life of go meet him. Go. I FaceTime. I don't. Hines Ward. It's fucking Hines Ward. You picture something, and then she's like, I'm just too scared. They're huge. I got on the elevator and I was just terrified. I was like, I know they are. It's Hines Ward. It's fucking Hines Ward and Joey Porter. I don't care what you have to do. Just put it on FaceTime. Just even just show me them. That's all. I just nothing came from it. So, and she's funny. She's like, it says HC and QB on the doors. I'm like, HC, go knock on the fucking door. It's Hines Ward. Go now, hurry. He's one of my favorite Steelers of all time. Like, god damn it. God damn it. So, missed opportunity. That's an off fuck for me. Ooh, for how much? Oh man. Yeah, it's probably like $1,000. He just missed out on 70 grand for 1,000. So, what? I hear Patrick Mahomes is up next because of that ankle. So, and I wouldn't be shocked if Mahomes was pumping something. And you don't run for 50 yards on a bum ankle after halftime. Get the fuck out of here. So, it's, it's fucking drugs. It's what is that? Was that shit they pop into your knee? The fucking Dramazine, cortisone, whatever I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, yeah. Mock. That's all the fucks I got. All right, let's get right into it and let's talk some shit. All right. What do you got on the shit list? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, he's got the. Hey, you're not supposed to touch that. Okay, good. Oh, okay, good. Okay. Should be trying to fuck this up for me. I need you as embarrassed as possible. Ooh. Oh man, I'm so excited for this. That was that was amazing. I I am fueled. Just it's honey. It's just pure gold. That's all we're doing down here is we're digging for gold and oh my God, I'm just it's like Discovery Channel, Denny. It's just just tons of gold, just digging it all up. Let me piggyback on. Let's talk some shit. And you are the most unathletic motherfucker I've ever seen in my entire life, and you just shit talk this. I've seen you walk, and it's hilarious. I I guess that's true. That's true. That wasn't me either. It was somebody else. But I have never been like I'm as giddy as a fucking schoolgirl. I'm not gonna lie. I I have the 7th marked on my calendar, and it's just it's gonna be the glorious weekend of my life. I'm gonna put it right up there with my kids being born, and my wedding. They're just gonna go my wedding, my kids, and then Denny getting his ass kicked at pickleball. So it's that 47-year-old who's gonna get you. He probably put 47. He's really 63. So we'll see what happens. Oh right, dyed his hair gray. 5. Yeah. Jesus. This is gonna be exciting. When I thought of this with our bet this year, I was like, this is gold. Now, we are missing one of our us foul balls, and I am going to institute something for our next episode. I do want to do a March Madness bet between the three of us, and whoever has the best bracket. But we got to come up with something in order to push that. So I just, oh yeah, yeah, give us a call. Also, send us an email at the foul balls, at the foulballs at gmail.com. Give us an email and yeah, give us your thoughts on how we can embarrass the shit out of each other. Because yeah, yeah, that's because you had to do that to get into radio. That's just what you do. That's why Howard Stern. That's why Howard Stern was the best. I mean, he was. Yeah, yeah. You push and you push and you push, and then you just don't care anymore. Humility dies. All right. Nice. I like it. I like it. I got one more too. Russell Wilson. You can't not you just cannot mention Russ, but you know for damn sure they traded your ass because you asked for both of them fired. Don't go on Twitter denying this shit. You 5'10" and 3/4 piece of shit. You are a stack of fucking awful. And at least if you're gonna be awful, fucking take your Hollywood bullshit and give it to us. Come on, man, be the villain. End that career as the villain, because you are the villain. No, 100%. Like 100% he's full of shit. Like, Pete Carroll knew, too. He knew. He's like, I don't need him. Trade him. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Oh. Eh, uh, that was another oh fuck. He's going back to the Jets. You saw that, right? You know he's going back to the Jets. We'll see. But so we touched on it. I think we can move on. and do what the XFL. So I wanted, so what I really wanted is I wanted your take on what you saw. I wanted your take on what they need to do to improve. I wanted your take on the whole experience as a football fan. And was it good for you? Was it bad for you? Are you disappointed? Like I like to feel that way, but at the same time, it's not the same for me. Oh yeah, it's cheap as shit. Right, right. Um, so I heard my first N word on national TV. That was, and it didn't come from the Chappelle show, so it was something new for me. There was, yes, it was live. It was the very first game. It was the Arlington Renegades versus the Las Vegas Vipers. Um, and I think my favorite part is this dude hit this dude so hard, and then he was like, he just ran with the N word, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I have both my kids on my lap. So I have to explain to 4-year-olds what this fucking word means. Correct. Everything. So they had everything first mic'd up. They had everything. The Rock even came out and did his big giant speechy speech. Do you smell what football is cooking bullshit? And I love The Rock, but dude, I don't need your. I didn't need it before the Super Bowl. I didn't need it. Like I love you, Rock, but you've got your fucking hands in too much shit. It's just it's. I rather see John Cena more. It's just getting to that point, and no one wants to see John Cena more. Me too. Me too. He's got range though. I don't think the other two have range. So yeah, yeah, I'll give him that. Black Adam was a piece of shit. It was like, oh, why are we revamping the DCEU? Oh, because of this fucking movie. But the other thing I hated about the XFL is everyone being mic'd up. Like I hated that part. I hated hearing the coach go, "Blue 90X on a three sweep." They're like, "Ugh, God, I don't want to hear the plays called. I'm sorry, as a fan, I don't care. It's not necessary. The announcers are worse than Aikman and Buck, because I don't know who the hell these guys are. Um, but I, I mean, it's Aikman and Buck, so I get that. But it's not entertainment to me. I don't need to be on the inside of everything, and that's what that is. That's the inside of everything. It's like watching a fucking hot dog get made. It's like yeah, I get it, but it ruins something for me. But the thing that really pisses me off is anyone can steal anyone's playbook. So the dude who's selling it, yeah, whoever's selling it, you're a fucking idiot. I watched like one game from each team. I think I know their entire fucking playbook. A lot of jet sweeps. A lot of jet sweeps. Because all they do is run the ball. Nobody can throw. Yeah, yeah, and he can't throw. Yeah, he can't throw. Marcus Mariota is supposed to be showing up here soon. I don't know where he's going, but I it's just I understand what they want to do. It's just not working. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. You're never going to go toe to toe with the NFL. If you want to set a minor league for football, just set a fucking minor league for football. And I think that's what they're trying to do, but you're going to have to mix the USFL with the XFL, and I think that's what they're doing. They're going to have to fight it out and merge it. And do you remember the first XFL though? Like the first try? You would have the yes, because I think the yeah, he hate me. And it was the body was the announcer. And yep, whatever. What happened to Matt Betts? I liked him. Yeah, that's weird. But I think that's what happens with ABC and ESPN. They run amok. Yeah, and did you know Dan Patrick has a broadcasting school? I would trust his, but yeah, he's not Donald Trump. I just was it in a strip mall? God's always sending you signs. Jesus, man, Jesus. So, let's see. We got like 6 minutes. Let's take a quick break. Pop back and we'll talk some tweets. Ooh, Magic hates balls. All right, we'll be back. Oh yeah, it's very short. You got it. Same. I think it's 3 months as well. So no, and that's the thing is like he's gonna have to get sponsors to boost it, and like, because if you think about it, how long is football? Like, let's see, August, September, November, December, January, February. So it's about 6 to 7 months, right? So in order to push that kind of season, it's going to be difficult because you'd have to get up to the 32 teams, and then it's so. I understand the reason for it. I know what he's doing. He's trying to get other guys paid for playing football, but it's not gonna work. It sucks because it's not a sound business plan. It's just not. So sort of like baseball, you mean? I think so. And then you would do it in like small little towns, right? Right, exactly. And then so that way, those guys are like, "Hey, dude, you should have seen this play this dude did. Boom, let's move him up." So you had that regulation. You get to see these guys more often. I think it should be a minor league, personally. So I am too, but I can't watch it any. I've tried and I just can't do it. And it sucks, but I can't. It's not the Masked Singer. It's fucking football. No, my wife watches that, so it's in the background. But we'll do the AI after. But I want to get to the tweets, so let's start with the tweets. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. And by the way, it was a bad hop. I've watched that video over and over. It was a bad hop. So don't be hard on yourself. It was, it was a bad hop, man. It was a bad hop. You didn't just. It didn't just go under you. You didn't give your glove down. Your glove was down. It was a bad hop. So. Mm. It's either Johnny Mac or who's the other one? I can't remember his name. Yeah, he's French. No, I'm thinking of the French dude. Bjorn. Yes, Swedish. That's right. So you're saying he started IKEA? I got it. Oh. Mm. Oh yeah. I mean, their whole isn't their whole country made from that? It's like it's like if you went to the North Pole, all the elves made everything. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. That's a good point. We should plan a trip to Sweden. Oh, I mean that too. If we can get tickets, it's fucking difficult, man. All right, Johnny Mac. That's Johnny Mac. Did you watch the Shia LaBeouf uh, um, biopic of those two, Bjorn and McEnroe? Dude, it's a good fucking movie. Shia's good, man. I like Shia. So, shout out to Shia. Like you, buddy. We'll do a movie together. We'll call it The Foul Balls. You can play me. He's really good in that too. It's a fantastic movie. And his southern accent, spot on, man. He's so spot on. All right, I guess it's my turn, huh? So the combine, as you know, is this week. So I got my favorite story is Deion Sanders, his combine, because they said he ran a four flat, like straight four flat. But what he did is he showed up in a limo ran the 40, ran out of the stadium, and got back in the limo. That was the story. So I wrote this tweet. About to run the 40-yard done. Done. So, that's my favorite, Dion. Dion. And then after my wife visited Westlake, I had Joey Porter on my mind. Did you know he got shot in the ass in Fort Collins, Colorado? Right after a CSU game. He went to CSU, by the way. So it was right after a CSU game. It was literally 4 games, or 4 or 5 days before Sunday. Or no, it was a week before their next game for the Steelers. This is back in the day. And so,
He got shot in Fort Collins.
in Fort Collins, in the ass.
So
Yeah. No, my sister was in college at the time, and she was at the bar where he got shot, but she wasn't there at the time, but she's been to that bar. It is another fox sighting. Yeah, there's a fox in that area. So as I have Joey Porter tweeting this, I didn't need an eighth hole, but thank you. See you Sunday. Eighth hole. Yeah, I watched Quantum Mania. You said, how many holes do you have? I think 7. That checks out. So, didn't need an eighth hole. Then yep. My last tweet is Pete Rose from, and this is after the alleged did he gamble. So here's the tweet that I did for Pete Rose. There is only one sport I have never bet on: soccer. Dude, it's under 1. If you're not going under, or under 2, I mean, if you're not going under 2, I would even go under 1 because most of them end in a tie. Mm. The only thing I like about soccer is their pyramid system, and it needs to come to the NFL. Yeah, yeah. Yes, it does. So, I'm wondering how many referees gamble, and no one checks on those guys. Oh, uh, is it Donaghy? I know who you're talking about. Yeah, the NBA dude. Yeah, that dude was totally constantly betting.
apparently they wanted to turn him and get him to turn
Wow. Oh, there you go. That was smart. Yeah. It's it, Sports gambling has become like a $1 billion business, so I wouldn't put past anything that these guys are doing or anything that's happening. It's scary, dude. It's a terrifying thought.
It's nuts.
So, but
That's all I had for the tweets.
yeah, me too. Um, yeah, I guess we should get. Let's see. So I'm going through our list. Ooh, are I smarter? And I thought we would take a look at hockey this time because there's been a lot of trades and good trades. Any trades? Did you see anything that shot out at you? We stole one of your daughter's players, so that was cool. He's really good. Okay. Yeah, what's really funny is I didn't even know that Tanev is gone from you guys. She disappeared so fast to Calgary. That was nuts. But yeah, we stole Gunland from Minnesota, and then Binion's back for us, man. It's been a while, so he's a pen again. And we got rid of Bluger, we got rid of Kapanen, and we got rid of McGuinn. So our third line was shit, and now we have a stronger third line. But the trade that pisses me off more than anything is Kane going to the fucking Rangers, and I've never been more mad in my entire life. That team is overly stacked. If you don't win a Stanley Cup with that fucking team, then the owner of the New York Rangers, you need to take a bottle of sleeping pills and a bottle of booze and take a power fucking nap. Mm-hmm. Yep. So let me get into the Sports Geek. By the way, the sportsgeek.com. If you guys don't go there, it's fantastic. A lot of analytics, a lot of professionals. If you're a gambling person, improve your knowledge, go there. So, um, here we go. Ooh, weekend parlay picks. Let's take a look at the weekend, fellers. Um, nah. All right. So let's take a look. So these are all March 3rd. Crap. That's today. Well, shit. Let's just. How about we look at the over/unders then, and everything else that we've got for tomorrow. This is on the spot. All right, let's see. So here's a good one. Boston Bruins, New York Rangers. So number one versus. I just added a bunch of great players to my team, so we're gonna be number one. So you got your Atlantic Division versus your um, the other Eastern one. God damn it, that's not weird. Metropolitan, yes, Metropolitan. Um, so let's see. We have the Boston Bruins at 2.07 chance of winning. We have the New York Rangers at a 3.2%. So 3 to 1 to 2 to 1. Um, I will take the Rangers on this one, actually. Um, I think they have a faster team. I think that Vizanajad and that entire team is just defensively sound. Plus, with adding Kane and oh God, I'm scared of the New York Rangers again. They added the. I'm not scared of Boston as much as I am intimidated by Boston because they are brutal and mean and they are physical. So you've got a flying fast team who's good, off the blue line, who's gonna, skate fast. They're good at turnovers. They're gonna play the point, and they're gonna create better situations. Whereas with Boston, they will forecheck you into submission, steal the puck, and then sneak it in the net. So correct it. And I'm gonna take speed on this one. Um, over. All right, and then uh let's see. Let's go to the total. Uh, over or under 2? Going over? I think I'm gonna take the over too. It's 2. Um, yeah. So It's always at 2. That's what they always guess it at. So it's either you take it over or you take it under. It doesn't really. Do you think it'd be over? How about over? How about over under 6? We'll do that for. I'm gonna go over. See how it works. I think it'll be 4-4. And then I'll go into overtime, and then I think New York will pull it out. Watch, it's gonna be a fucking 0-0 fucking overtime to a fucking shootout bullshit. Do you like the shootout? Should we get rid of the shootout? So Sidney Crosby said that they should be a secondary 3-on-3. So you should have a second overtime like you do in the playoffs, and then go to the shootout if necessary. And I think that's what the players need to vote on. But um, I I think it should go to overtime until it ends. Shootouts are fucking boring, man. And it's the reason they're getting boring is because these guys are so good offensively that these goalies don't stand a fucking chance 1-on-1. If you ever see those breaks or you ever see a guy go 1-on-1, it's like a 95% chance it's in the goal because you don't know which way they're moving, you don't know how they're gonna handle the puck, and those guys can lift that puck so easy now. It's so like I don't know if you watched any Edmonton games, but Connor McDavid does shit where you're like, I fucking hate you. Like he makes Sid sometimes look like amateur, and I hate saying that because Sid's my favorite of like all time. But Sid's good because he can pass better than anyone, he can move better than anyone, and he does create magic. Connor McDavid is just a whole nother animal. That guy can score anywhere on the ice, and it's terrifying how he scores. Um, if Edmonton can't get their shit together this year, he's gonna get traded somewhere because they're not gonna be able to afford him, and he's gonna go somewhere that's gonna. He'll probably go to fucking New York. Um, they'll be like, "Oh, Kane, we don't need you anymore. Go back, go to the fucking Coyotes or something."
So what were you talking about, Tanev?
Tana's in Calgary. Yeah. Yeah, they traded him like a month ago. Are you serious? Which Tanev? I thought Tanev was in Calgary.
That's why you.
Hold on.
Other Tanev? I was gonna panic.
Hold on. Who was I watching in Calgary then?
Chris?
Oh, that is Chris. Who?
It was like you said that.
I don't
You
know.
look it
I
up.
don't. Well, so I watched Chris get in a fight. Then I thought it was Brandon. I was like, what the fuck? Why is he in Calgary?
Potentially, right?
Okay, good. Good. He's still here. S- Yeah. Sorry, Brandon. Are they brothers? They look. Chris looks like him. I mean, yeah. I think they are. Chris Tanev and Brandon Tanev. It has to.
Do look alike.
Hmm. That's why I was like, what the fuck is he doing in Calgary?
Yeah,
They're brothers.
are they brothers?
Right here. They're brothers.
Okay.
Uh, Brandon's Brandon's a younger one, so Chris is the older brother. So
Different.
uh, so yeah, apparently all white people look alike to me. Um, all Canadian white people look the same to me. So, perfect. So, let's make some predictions and let's see if we can predict something that we're gonna hate about any sport, anything at any time. This is the Magic Hate Ball. That was on mine too. They're a fucking they're a fucking 8 seed, right? I think they're an 8 seed or a 6 seed. I can't remember. They're a 6 or an 8 seed, and they are gonna lose so fucking fast it's gonna piss us off. How did me and you put that same fucking thought on a piece of paper? Mm, We didn't talk about this. Ah, that freshman class sucks balls. Drew is more concerned about, winning money at the casino than he is about playing in the paint. I have no faith in these Bulldogs whatsoever. The way they got their asses kicked by Texas, I no, and then the other night when they got just no, they're out the first round. Oh man, it's gonna suck. This is a basketball town now, everything is basketball and they are gonna get their asses slaughtered in the first round. Which is fine because my other team that I enjoy watching is Pitt and they're gonna get the same fucking treatment, but they're a 12 seed, so well you got to look at the ones that are like what is it? COLFLA of yeah, better, exactly. So I don't think so either. I'm with you. And then I have one for the NBA. Um, I think the Denver Nuggets will go through the same fate. I think they'll get knocked out the first round of the playoffs too. It's tradition for them. It's what they do, and I love that. I love that Joker's having one of the best years. He's having all these triple doubles, but when it comes to postseason, they will crumble. And I'm gonna hate that because I really like Denver, and like I've really rooted for them. They're a good underdog, and they deserve one for once because it's the only thing that city hasn't won is an NBA championship. They've won a Super Bowl, they've won a Stanley Cup. Shit, they've won college hockey. No, they haven't won a World Series. They've been there, but they've been there. The Nuggets have never been there. So, so I'm rooting for them, but my Magic Hate Ball is telling me outlook don't look good. Yeah, I'll root for him. I'll root for him when it comes time. So when we get the Sonics, though, fucking curbside, buddy, curbside. Fucking just like a old mattress in a fucking frat house, dude. Just fucking curbside. Sonics. uh, so to hockey, this is another one I'm gonna hate, and this is my Magic Hate Ball. I think my Penguins are gonna get knocked out the first round. I have. It's just I don't want it to, and yeah, and we're still on the edge right there. We're that last seed. We're that last wild card spot. And if the Islanders can just keep making points, they're gonna keep pushing us further and further back there, and we can't afford that. So, but I still think it's just not the team. Oh, they're gonna make it easy. Oh yeah, yeah. They're they'll be fine. I think they're too many points ahead to even worry about. They're in. They're a lock. Ah. So see, I think we nailed all three. Oh, here's my other prediction that I'm gonna hate. Baseball is gonna become enjoyable because it dropped off 40 minutes from the goddamn pitch clock. I'm going to be able to watch games, and my wife's going to be pissed because I'm going to be watching like 4 or 5 games a day now rather than I used to watch just one. Like, it's. Yes, they did. They also they also clocked the very first what was it? It was the very first strikeout from the pitch clock. I can't remember who it was, but he didn't get into the box in time, and so he got the third strike. They rang him up. So it's interesting, man. I like it. Banana ball's starting to come to fruition, and there's no shift, so there's the batting averages are almost up like a full like 0.05%. So like it's so much faster. And did you see the bases? They're the size of pizza boxes, dude. They're ginormous. They're huge. That's not a joke. They're that fucking big. It's supposed to protect the runners from when they slide, but it's no, they're fucking ginormous. They're ginormous. You can literally see them like they're first base and second base are almost touching. They're so big. They're ginormous. Look like pizza boxes, man.
Large versus a medium.
Medium. Yep. So baseball might be enjoyable. We'll see. I'm excited for him, man. I'm really excited for him because my fucking Pirates just collected old dust and seen if we can fucking play with it. So sad shit. I guess that brings us to our last segment. Let me get to the top here. All right, there's good. Um, that would be the bucket list, right? What's yours this week? Mm-hmm. Mm. Hmm. Oh. Ah. Damn. Owners. Yeah. There we go. That's positive blackmail. Oh, take a sign with you. Says give us our Sonics back. Yeah, I know. It's a good time. Can't tell me can't keep me away from a good time. So it's NFL Combine week. We find out, how these guys measure up, and I want to first do uh, shout out to Cavino and Rich. We love those guys. They're my favorite sports show. They've been hitting us up, but I said it early in one of our tweets. There is nothing like a bunch of fat, overweight human beings looking at these ginormous men and telling them they're small. That's why I love the combine. But I want to do what Rich Eisen has done. I want to run the 40-yard dash and see how fucking slow I am. I need to know. Yes, I think we should. Me, you, and Tim, and whoever has the fastest 40.